In this video, we're going to focus on importing data to help us get the appropriate size, proportions, shape, etc. of our F1 helmet. What we're going to focus on first is the side view, the front view, and the top view of our helmet so that we have a guide. The next thing we'll look at is importing reference geometry like the scan of this driver's head so that we can see and match up to real proportions and use this for reference on clearances and size to make sure that the helmet's not too big and that it can also accommodate other things, maybe a drinking tube or a microphone has to be in here, etc. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is going to be the start of our new helmet. So we're going to go to File, New Design. We're going to change into the Create Form environment or Sculpt environment. We're going to switch over to the right view, and let's make sure that Perspective with Orthographic Faces is turned on, because when we do that, it will be a true view of the side view. We're going to go Insert, Background Canvas. We're going to insert this side view right now. This Display Through button, when we turn that on, when we put geometry in front of this helmet, it will actually make it transparent. Right now I'm going to bring the opacity down so we can see our object. We're just going to move this up to right here. Now, we don't have any idea what scale this is. First of all, let's change our units to inches. Now, we could have done that at the beginning, but we're going to go ahead and do that right now. We're going to make sure we're working in inch units. Going to hit this arrow to drop down the children of the main canvases. We're going to right mouse button, say Calibrate. What the calibration command is going to allow us to do is pick a point. We want this to be 13 inches. Hit enter. Now our image is to 13 inches in scale. So it is to scale. So this will be the foundation of the rest of the images. If I right mouse button, edit canvas, we're going to just drag this up. Now, see how this is being kind of snappy? That's because we have adaptive snap turned on. So I can come down here and disable adaptive snap. Now it becomes much smoother. And that's right down here is where we can do that. It's falling below our recording, but you'll see disable adaptive snap. Make sure that that's turned off, and then your image should flow really nicely. We're going to say, let's put our opacity back to 0 or 100, and you can see there is our first canvas image. Alright, let's switch to the front view. Insert, background canvas. The selected image is going to be this helmet front. Rotate this around. Now we want, let's go back to front here. We want the center of this to be approximately right on the center. Just get it as close as you can. We're going to say OK. Now, in order to get the proper size, watch what we're going to do. We're going to take this helmet and edit the position of this. I'm going to move this right in the middle. And this is a nice little trick. Because we know this side view is the right size, we can come to the front view, edit that, and let's move that right on top of this. As we can see, it's a little bit larger than we want. So I got an approximate size. So now we're close. And we're just using this for reference. That right there is about the right scale that we need. We're going to hit OK, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to insert a background canvas. We're going to insert a top view. But what did I forget to do? What I forgot to do was I forgot to change to the top view. Now, when I insert the background canvas, that will be in the appropriate view. So we'll select our image, top, open. Now, we'll have to rotate this 90 degrees. And what you'll be able to do is the edges of this line here are the edges of our helmet, both front and back. So if we look at that, looks like we're just a tad bit. There we go. We say OK. Now we can take our side view, slide that out there. OK. Take our front view, slide that back there. OK. Let's go ahead and bring in our driver. Again, you're going to have to be in the Sculpt workspace. And we are going to insert a mesh. We're going to go to this directory, and you're going to use this OBJ file of the driver. Insert unit type inches. Okay, there's our reference model. So if we click our little arrow here in the browser, here is the data. We can right mouse button and say move. Now we're going to move this into the approximate position. As you can see, his nose is going to be just a little bit below here, but he has good eyesight. Actually, let's tip that up just a tad bit. So he has good view right outside of his helmet. And we're going to hit OK. Now, as we're picking things, we don't want this head to always be picked. So we can say selectable, unselectable. So this will make this unselectable. The same with our background images. We want to make sure that as we're modeling, we can't select those. In the next video, we're going to start modeling the helmet using sculpted primitive objects.